Alright, today is, what is the date? It is February 3rd, 2021. Welcoming Elise Bridges to the video. This is my wife and probably your mother. If you're watching this, that's the only way I think you would want to watch these, but if you happen to not be her child, then more than likely you are watching this to, I guess, entertain yourself, and now you finally have a reason and the ability to be entertained because there's such a pretty presence available to you. So that being said, we're just going to give you guys some updates on what's going on in our lives. So I got the chance to do a interview this past week for someone's master, whatever they do when they get their master's degree. And it was about religion. They had found me on Reddit commenting on a paranormal Reddit about a child who had been grabbed in the night, and they just wanted basically to talk about it, and it gave me the opportunity to do that. Another thing, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, which you don't comment often.
No, I don't. I got the chance to hang out with Richard as well. We just hung out as buddies, which was really cool. He is stepping out into his new business, which has been really stressful for him. So I got the chance to send him some teachings about, fear and anxiety, and he's going to listen to him. He said he's 4 minutes in on an hour teaching, but, little baby steps. I also got the chance to hang out with Scott, who's a friend of mine, and we got the chance to talk, beliefs and faith and things like that. I'm going to also see that Elise been doing some really cool stuff with Jacinia.
Oh.
And she got some time to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to spend some time with her, and she's potentially moving, so I'm really hoping to be able to actually spend a little bit more time with her. And yeah, I actually forgot to tell you, I have brunch coming up this Saturday.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, with somebody who I believe has been hurt by the church. So really, really going to be praying. Let's see. I'm such a tired mom. I don't even know what I did this week.
So she also is making this like face stuff for the girls in her life. Some makeup and whatnot. Just trying to bless the people around her. She's got a lot of ministry going on, and just to keep track of it. Some of the people she's interested in making more time for. We had Kaylee showed up.
Oh yeah,
and
that was crazy.
She stayed at our house when her boyfriend was arrested.
Yeah.
And it was wild, but we accomplished it, and we accomplished that. We got the chance to go by Cleta and Katie's house, and we dropped them Katie off. Yeah, and you babysat for them, and we dropped them off a little card holder for her job. She just got promoted to like managing engineer for her project, which is really, really cool, and it's really good to be able to get to talk to her. So some of the things we've been doing this past week, we've been in Exodus. So right now we're going through the tougher parts where there's like the temple, or not the temple, but the tabernacle's being set up, the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, how did that chapter end?
It
So that they wouldn't die or something.
yeah, it's wild. It's a wild portion of the Bible because what I think I'm learning from this is just like how set apart that the things of God need to be, and how important it is to look at Him uh, as holy and righteous. And I think a lot of people try to bring Him down to our level and kind of give Him like, God is my homie, and like that's
God is
not.
dope.
Yeah, he's
I talk to Jesus all the time.
yeah. And one of the things we were just talking about was what I thought was really neat is we are able to imagine Satan and imagine him like the image comes to mind when he steps and then there's fire in his footprints. And it's a cool little illustration for you, but it talks about in Exodus how God is at his feet are sapphires, and it's like this image of him walking in my head like sapphires just like underfoot, just it's a wild image, but I think it's cool. And in my personal reading where I'm doing Corinthians, I just hit Corinthians, Second Corinthians with Stu. So me and Stu are rocking and rolling and get a lot done.
So I went through Romans, which is so packed and so heavy, but it's really, really nice to just kind of reaffirm salvation through faith. And just this constant reiteration about I think the verses for if it were adherence to the law. I'm messing this up.
You're right. No, just keep going.
Adherence to the law.
What is the basic point?
Oh,
we can.
The basic point is that if the people who were able to fulfill the law on their own were heirs, then faith is null and the promise is void. And that's just such an awesome reminder, especially because there are definitely a lot of people who, specifically one person in our life who very much focuses on their own ability to perform and not sin. And if they do sin, they got to make up for it. And I just feel so overwhelmed by just the knowledge of like God just covering us like backwards and forwards, and it's still really hard for me to wrap my head around. And so I finished Romans, and now I'm doing the Gospels not in order. I reread John for like the third time this year because every time I read it I get something new. I love some of the most quotable verses straight from Jesus, come out of John, especially the love, all the love stuff. People love to quote it, but it's really funny because in between that is just like Jesus saying like, blessed is the one who's not offended by me, and Jesus saying, repent for the kingdom is at hand, and the Jews and the Pharisees just really just like talking amongst themselves and doubting who, not just doubting, but just aggressively like gossiping about Jesus. I mean, they're like in the market or something this one day, and this anyway. So read John, now I'm into Matthew, and I feel like I really take the Beatitudes for granted because every time I read it I feel like I've read this 100 times. So I think I'm gonna have to reread it again. But that's the awesome thing about the word, is that it is living and active. Also, by the way, I reached out on my mom's group for any stay-at-home moms who are feeling particularly isolated, just from quarantine to being snowed in. So I offered anyone a play date and a cup of coffee. So
That'll be good.
yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. We'll keep you up to date on that.
Yeah, sometimes I get people reaching out, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway,
Yeah.
though.
Another things we've updated our prayer wall, which we are pretty excited about because this first prayer wall went so well. We have so many answered prayers to take down that it's really cool to get to add some new ones with some new people. Some of the new additions that we're going to be praying for are going to be my friend Justin, my friend Ponce, my friend Scott, my friend Stu, and we're gonna keep praying for Craig. And one of the things we added to the list is going to be our health, because I can tell you guys can see my mini chins.
I'm trying to stretch my neck out.
We got really comfortable being married and working on our second kid, that we've just kind of, and more so me than her, because she's doing
I've been
stuff all
working
the
on my
time.
cooking skills, so
It's great
it's been a
cooking
good it's
skill.
been a good season of our lives. It's been a really good
So
season.
we're gonna try to get to a situation where I'm not reinforcing the bad habits that I learned from my childhood to the next generation. We're
Yeah.
gonna try to break that and get to the gym and get healthy.
Be
So
active parents.
hopefully in a year I will look less frazzled.
And hopefully in a year I won't be pregnant again.
Well, let's not say hopefully, and more like we're open to anything. If there's a child that's not currently in her womb watching this, we do care that you exist.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll take
I
as many as you God sends us.
I have absolutely no doubts about it. I mean, finding out that we've got another one on the way, it's overwhelming for like 2 seconds, and then the rest of the time, it's just the most exciting thing.
It seems really fun.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to speak to Callie. We're getting
Had
2
some good
days
talks
for
for like an
15,
hour.
20. Well,
We've had some hour-long talks lately,
yeah, which has been really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We're sending her Valentine's Day candies.
yep, from like a local source, which is really excited. Elise nailed that down.
Yay.
Um, and we're sending Sophie some as well, correct? Or you sent her a Christmas present or something?
Oh yeah, I sent her a
Yeah.
Christmas present. Yeah, I sent her a personalized necklace with the girls' initials on it, and
That's awesome.
she really loved it.
Glad
And I
to
sent
hear
her a
that.
bag for school that she can put her laptop in. And
That's perfect.
yeah.
So in conclusion, basically what we're going to be working on over the next week is going to be just kind of getting ourselves together for the health stuff, and then pushing forward with taking advantage of that. So we'll be checking back in probably in a couple days, and I'll let you know how it goes. Until then, thank you so much for watching. And whoever you are, we're praying that this is a blessing for you. And we love you, and thank you.